Now, let's look at the Python code for ADA boosting. First and foremost, let's import the necessary libraries. Import numpy as np, import pandas as pd, import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, import seaborn as sns, import warnings, warnings dot filter warnings. We'll ignore all the warnings. Now let's run this. We have successfully imported all the necessary libraries. Now let's import our dataset. For this, I have taken the dataset on Parkinson's from Kaggle website. I will provide the link for the same in the description below. df is equals to pd dot read underscore csv. So this is our dataset on Parkinson's. Now let's run this. We have successfully run it. Let's look at the head of the dataset. df.head. So we have name, we have MDVP, we have MDVP, FHI, and all the columns. Let's look at the info. df.info. So we have all these columns over here. MDVP, FHI, jitter, shimmer, and status. Now we have to divide our data into X and Y. What is our Y in this case? Our Y is status over here. So how do we do that? We will use a different technique this time. We will not be using iLook technique. We will be using a drop technique. And remember that we do not want the name column, so we will drop that column as well. We only want float 64 columns. Now, let's divide our data into X and Y. We will use a different technique. X is equals to df dot drop. What do we have to drop? We have to drop the status column, and we have to drop the name column because we don't need these two columns in our data set. Now we'll write axis is equals to 1 because we want to drop the columns. Now y is equals to df. We have the status column. Let's run this. So we have successfully run and divided our data set into X and Y. Now the next step is to divide our data set into train and test. How do we do that? From sklearn dot model underscore selection, import train underscore test underscore split. Now xtrain, xtest, ytrain, ytest. What is it? It is train underscore test underscore split x comma y. Test underscore size, let's say it's 20%, 0.2. Random underscore state equals, let's say 1. Let's run this. Now we have successfully run it. Now we have to do ADA boosting. For that, we will have to use ADA boosting classifier from the ensemble library from sklearn.ensemble, import ADA boost classifier. Now we'll create an object for this. So ADA equals ADA boost classifier n underscore estimators equals 100. ADA dot fit extreme Why train? Train. Now let's predict. By pred, by pred equals ADA dot predict X test. Now our model is ready. Our ADA boost model is ready. Now we have to check the classification report. From where do we get the classification report? From sklearn.metrics we get a classification report. From sklearn.metrics import classification underscore report. Print classification underscore report x whitest vibrate. So we get an accuracy of 90%. If you see, we have an accuracy of 90%. We have a precision for 0 at zero point 0.8, a recall value of zero point 0.8 for 0 and 0.93 for 1. So when we use ADA boosting, we are getting an amazing accuracy. I hope ADA boosting theory and practical is clear for one and all. Thank you.